For years, we dreamed of one perfect mind, a single AI that could do everything on its own. But one is never enough. However brave, however brilliant, alone it gets overwhelmed and breaks.
Shield wall! Lock together!
And that same wall is being built again. New armor, a new age. A crew of specialists, each a master of one job. Together, unstoppable. We call them AI agents. Here's what you'll build in the next few minutes. A team of 3 AI agents that takes one coding job and ships it. An architect designs it. An engineer writes the code, and a reviewer hunts the bugs. You hand them one line, and they run it like a real dev team. And why bother? Agents are the biggest shift in software right now, and most people still just prompt one chatbot. Learn to orchestrate a team today, and you're ahead. You don't need to be a genius. Just build one, then build another. This is for you if you can write a little Python, and you've heard the words AI agent, but never actually built one. No machine learning background needed, just Python and a few minutes. So what is an agent? A plain model is a brain in a locked room. You ask, it answers. An agent is that same brain, given a role, the ability to use tools, and a goal it works toward. It's a model with a job. Why a team, not one bot? Ask a single brain to research, plan, write, and check its own work, and it gets sloppy. It even grades its own homework. We solved this ages ago. Specialists, each great at one job, handing work down the line. That coordination is orchestration, and that's what CrewAI does. CrewAI is 3 Lego pieces: an agent, a worker, a task, its assignment, and a crew, the manager that runs them in order. Agent, task, crew. Learn those 3, and you can build almost anything. Right at the top, one shared brain, the LLM. Every agent thinks with this model. Then the specialists, each one an agent, with a role, a goal, and a backstory. First, the architect, our wise owl who plans first. Next, the engineer, the busy beaver that writes the code. And the reviewer, a sharp-eyed cat that hunts for bugs. Below the agents come the tasks, the assignments. And see that expected output line? That tells each agent exactly what done looks like and keeps the handoff clean. Then it all comes together in the crew, which runs them in order. And right at the bottom, kickoff, the button that starts everything. Now closer. The architect's backstory, plans before it writes a line, shapes how it behaves. The engineer keeps things simple. The reviewer trusts nothing until it's proven. On each task, the description says what to do, and expected output says what done looks like, the part most people skip. In the crew, Process.sequential runs them like a relay. You can't review code that isn't written yet. Everything's wired up. Call kickoff, and the team takes over. Let's read the code top to bottom. First, the brain. LLM equals LLM with a model name. We build it once, and every agent thinks with this same model. Our first agent, the architect, the owl. Read it line by line. The role, software architect. The goal, design a clean, simple approach for the feature. And the backstory, this is the important one. A wise owl who always plans before a single line is written. It outlines the signature, the steps, and the edge cases, but writes no code. That backstory is what makes it behave like a real architect. We hand it the brain with LLM, and verbose equals true, so we can watch it think. Same shape, second agent. The engineer, the Beaver. The role, Python engineer. The goal, turn the architect's plan into correct, readable Python. The backstory, a tireless builder who keeps it simple, with no unnecessary cleverness. Third agent, the reviewer, the cat. The role, code reviewer. The goal, catch bugs and missed edge cases, then return the final, improved code. The backstory, a sharp-eyed critic who tests everything in its head and trusts nothing. Now the tasks, the assignments. Each task has two key parts: a description, what to do, an expected_output, exactly what done should look like. There's a design task for the architect, a build task for the engineer, and a review task for the reviewer. That expected_output line is the secret that keeps the handoff between them clean. Then the crew ties it all together. We give it the list of agents, the list of tasks, and process.sequential, which means run them in order, like a relay. And finally, kickoff. This is the starting gun. It kicks off the whole team, and it's where we pass in the real feature we want built. And there it goes. Don't look away, because this is the crew orchestrating itself live. The architect wakes up first. It thinks out loud, lists the signature, the steps, and the edge cases, an empty string, punctuation, but writes no code exactly like we told it. The second it's done, the crew hands that plan straight to the engineer, who turns it into real, working Python. And then the reviewer takes over, reading the code, testing every edge case, looking for what's broken. 3 agents, 3 turns, each one building on the last. And that coordination is the whole point of a crew. And there's the payoff, clean, finished code from a one-line request. And look what the reviewer caught. The empty string case, the bug the first version would have missed. One teammate catching another's mistake automatically. That is why a crew beats one lonely genius. Quick reality check. Don't reach for a crew for everything. One step, summarize, translate. Answer, one agent is fine. Use a crew when the job has real stages. Research then write, plan then build then check. And each agent is a separate call. So a 3-agent crew costs about 3 times 1. Match the team to the problem. 3 traps to dodge. 1. A lazy backstory. Be specific, give it a personality. 2. Skipping expected output. That quietly breaks the handoff. 3. One mega agent doing everything. Split it. That's the whole point of crew. All right, quick pop quiz, and don't skip it. You remember what you pull out of your own head, not what you just watched. 10 quick ones. I'll ask, you pause and answer out loud, and then I'll scroll right to the line in the code and show you. Here we go. First one. When you create a worker for your crew, like our owl or our cat, what class do you wrap it in? It's agent. Right here. Architect equals agent. Every teammate is an agent. Next, when you hand an agent one specific job to do, what class is that assignment? It's task. Design equals task. One job, one task. Question 3. What is the object that gathers all the agents together and actually runs them? The crew. Crew equals crew. That's your orchestrator. Number 4. Every agent is defined by 3 things. Is it name, type, and data? Role, goal, and backstory? Or input, output, and tools? It's the middle one, role, goal, and backstory. You'll see those same 3 on every agent. Question 5. On a task, which field spells out exactly what a finished result should look like? The expected output field. That's the line that keeps the handoff between agents clean. 6. When you build an agent, which setting hands at the model it thinks with. The LLM setting. We point LLM at our one shared brain, so every agent uses the same model. 7. To run your tasks one after another, relay style. Which process do you pick? Parallel, sequential, or random? Sequential. Process.sequential. Right here, runs them in order. 8. And if you wanted a manager agent to decide the order instead, which process would that be? Hierarchical, manager, or auto? It's a process.hierarchical. We didn't use it here. That's the boss mode we build in the next lesson. 9. Once your crew is defined, which method do you call to actually start running? Kickoff. Crew.kickoff. That's the starting gun. Last one. To feed the crew your real job at runtime, do you pass into the crew itself, into kickoff, or into an agent? Into kickoff. Crew.kickoff. With your inputs, that's where the real task goes. Got most of these? You can write CrewAI from memory. One last thing. Here, I set the order. But what if a boss agent decided who works and when? That's a hierarchical crew, and it's where this gets seriously powerful. That's the next lesson. Your challenge. Take this crew and add a fourth agent, a documentation writer that turns the final code into a README. Give it a role, a goal, a backstory, a task, add it to the crew, and run it. Try it before next time. That's your first crew. 3 agents, role, goal, and backstory. 3 tasks with clear results. And 1 crew orchestrating the whole relay, handing you real, reviewed code. That mental model, hire specialists that collaborate, scales to almost anything you'll build. Everything you just saw is in this repo, the full code and a 1-page cheat sheet. Grab it at the link on screen and in the description below. And if this finally made AI agents click, do me one favor. Hit subscribe, tap like, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one, here on Techfluencer Eval. Next lesson, the boss agent. See you there.